Art Prize in Grand Rapids is truly a remarkable sight to see. So many unique pieces of art all around the city, each with their own interesting story and inspiration.
So, tell us about your art piece.
So my art piece is basically a replica of a refugee tent. All of the images were taken in Lebanon on the border of Syria. And basically it is just telling about their lives, their in-between lives, between war and finding home. And it will be an ongoing process. I'm going to document it over the coming years. And it will just tell where they're going.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to make it?
Well, I'm a documentary photographer by trade. That's my job. And I started documenting Syrian refugees here in Grand Rapids. There's 20 families here in Grand Rapids. And I really wanted to find out where they came from and their progress and how they escaped Syria and how they got to the camps and where they were going from there. So that prompted me to contact some NGOs, which are non-governmental organizations, and work with them and then produce my own projects.
Very cool. Well, thanks for letting us interview you.
Thank you very much.
Every piece of art holds a story, whether it be deep or simple. One painting might just be a view over a city that the artist thought was pretty, and another could tell a story of tragedy that's hidden behind the colors. The sculptures and statues are no different.
My name is Randy Dusdale. I live in Golden, Colorado. I've lived in Colorado for a little over 30 years, but I grew up on the east side of Detroit. And the name of my piece is Some Assembly Required.
So tell me about your art piece.
Well, this is, most people would recognize this as being either steampunk or heavy industrial. It's made almost entirely of scrap and salvage material. I go to the metal recyclers and just go through the brass bins, pick out whatever gears, faucets, and valves that I can find. The top is made of material salvaged from a cabinet shop that was going out of business about 20 years ago. I got a whole pallet of wood. That's hickory. The angle iron around the perimeter, that's just a couple bed frames I picked up at a thrift store. If you need angle iron, go to the thrift store and buy a bed frame. The base is entirely wood. I painted it up to look like rusty metal, but it's just a wood base.
Very interesting. So what inspired you to make it?
Well, I more or less inspired myself. I was in Art Prize a couple years ago, and I had a lot of smaller pieces like this. And during that time, my younger son was graduating from a firefighting academy. He's a firefighter. And he asked me to make a table in this style to donate to the academy. And so I made a table, and it was 5 feet by 30 inches. And I thought it was really interesting, and I decided I'd make a bigger one and do it as an executive desk. And so it was a prior piece I made that inspired me to make this piece.
Very cool. Thanks for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
Art Prize is such an amazing event. So much talent everywhere. So many amazing sculptures and paintings. Looking at the ideas of these artists is sure to inspire you with your own work.